Hey y'all. When I got home from work tonight, I decided to make a pan of Mexican cornbread. It's one of those things I've kind of forgotten about. And every once in a while, I'm just like, I want something different. I want something good, but I want something different. So I started out by browning a pound of ground beef. I'm just letting it get nice and cooked there, and I am going to season that with taco seasoning. And the taco seasoning I made is my own mix of spices, so I'll have to I think I already posted a video about that, but I'll go back and look, and if I didn't, then I will. So I cut up an onion, and I'm shredding a 8-ounce block of pepperjack cheese. Now, as you can see with that shredder, I did go ahead and get one because everybody was suggesting it, and I was talking about how I'm always scared I'm going to nick my fingers when I shred cheese. So Santa Claus brought me one. I'm still learning how to use it. I don't know if you could tell there, but it kind of cut loose from the countertop a couple of times. So I don't know if it's because there's a little texture on my countertop, or if I'm, just like it's a little operator error going there. But once I put that taco seasoning in my pan with my onions and my beef, I chopped that beef up a little bit more because I wanted to make sure that as I put it into my cornbread, it was small enough to be evenly distributed. I wasn't going for a casserole situation. I wanted Mexican cornbread. So I added in 3/4 cup of water and then put a lid on it. And as you can see with my new cookware, I'm still learning what goes with that as well. Wiped everything down, and I pulled out my hot rice, cornmeal. That's pretty much the only kind I use. That's one of those things that I don't look for sales on other things. I make sure I get Duke's mayonnaise, Blue Plate mayonnaise, or hot rice cornmeal. So I put in 1 3/4 cup of cornmeal. I put in 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 eggs, and 2 cups of buttermilk. And that's basically how I make my normal cornbread, my regular cornbread. So if you want just normal, regular buttermilk cornbread, that's how you would make it. For tonight, though, I'm adding in some fillings. I did a can of diced tomatoes that I drained very well. I put in a small can of chilies. And to be like green chili, I should have drained that as well, but I did not, so I will next time. And then I put in a can of whole kernel corn, which I drained. So all that's getting mixed into the cornmeal. I cooked the taco meat thoroughly, and then I put it through a sieve. And then that whole block of cheese is getting folded in. You got to make sure you fold in your cheese there. And the beef is over there just draining all the grease out of it. Got out my large Pioneer Woman cast iron. My normal cast iron pan wouldn't hold this quantity, so I pulled out my bigger cast iron pan and greased it down with Crisco. And then my beef was drained, so I folded that in with the corn, tomatoes, chilies, and cheese. So I popped it in the oven. My oven was at 425, and I let it go for 35 minutes. And then I sliced it up. So hopefully you'll be able to see what a meal this actually makes in and of itself, because all the stuff is in there. And then I put a little dab of butter on there, but I also put a little dab of sour cream. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to lick the spoon. Love you. Bye.